Hello everyone, Dean here with the Rogue Deck Chronicles, and welcome back to our last Rogue Deck showcase video in the Perfect Order era. And this week we're going to talk about a deck that got a lot of attention the last couple weeks, and I've actually had a lot of fun playing this on the ladder here. And this is called the Mega Tank Box or Tank Mega deck, featuring the Mega Lopunny and also the Mega Froslass. Yes, this isn't really a perfect order archetype, but with the rotation and the cards that perfect order brought in, such as the Meowth EX, and really just the appearance of the Dunsparce Runaway Draw engine, this deck has been very popular and it's been really fun to play with. So let's go through the deck. So again, we have a 2-2 line of the Snorunt Mega Froslass and a 2-2 of the Buneary to the Mega Lopunny here. We're not really focusing on the baby Froslass. We're mainly just going to be really tanking a lot of hit because 330 and 310 HP is very hard to knock out in one shot. And then with our support Pokemon, we have Shaymin, Chien-Pao. We have a 4-3-1 of the Dunsparce line, so 4 the Dunsparce with 1 the free retreat 60 HP with 3 of the 70 HP from Journey Together. Of course, we have 3 runaway draws, and then we also play 1 the Dunsparce EX just for the destructive drill. That is our shred attack against cards like Crustle. We also have the Tenacious Tail attack, where if we go against, like, say, Slotbox, Raging Bull, a lot of decks that have a lot of EX in play, we can hit hard for 1 energy as well. We have 1 Fan Rotom to grab our Dunsparce pieces, and also our Buneary if we need to, and then 1 Meowth just to grab a supporter when we need it. So before we go into the item cards, I want to talk about the supporters. So we do play 3 Boss's Orders, 3 Hilda, 1 Judge, 4 Lillie's Determination, and this is the card that kind of ties this whole entire deck together, is Wally's Compassion. We play 4 of these in our deck. For those who need a quick refresher on what Wally's Compassion does, it reads, heal all damage from one of your Mega Evolution Pokemon EX. If you heal any damage in this way, put all energy attached to that Pokemon in your hand. We're not really caring about the energy requirement because a lot of our attacks are really one attack. We're not really doing the absolute snow attack, and we're not really focusing on Spiky Hopper, but Spiky Hopper is only 2 energy if we need that go in that direction. So with our items, we play 4 Buddy Poffin, 1 Night Stretcher, we play 4 Poké Pad for Ultra Ball, and for our stadium we play 2 Battle Cage. For our tools, we play 2 Air Balloons. And this is where I kind of differ from a lot of the lists online. A lot of them play Unfair Stamp or even Prime Catcher to activate the first attack for Mega Lopunny. I really want to lean into the Wally's Compassion because this is Tank Mega, and the only way we can heal is if we have those cards in our hand. So I'm playing a Miracle Headset here just so we can use 6 Wally's Compassions in one game if we can. Really just, this is more of a meme card. I think Prime Catcher is probably the better ace spec here. But this is our last deck for this Perfect Order series, and I think Miracle Headset should make an appearance again. Again, 6 Wallies, you can't be serious about this deck when we go in that direction. So of course I wanted to put in my little twist on this deck. And for energy, we play 4 Mist Energy with 3 basic water energy. The Mist Energy is for the Dragapults. For really, that's it for the Dragapults. I believe there's some other cards in here, I can't remember. But we don't really need the basic water, only for the Froslass, and we only need 1. So as long as we get 1 out in play, we can recycle it with the Wally's Compassion. We're going to be fine. So this is a very fun deck, very tanky deck. Reminds me of the deck that made top 8 at the LA regionals. Again, it doesn't have the Froslass, so it's more of the Buneary and Lopunny line, but pretty much the same concept here. But before we go into ladder with this deck, I just want to ask the question, and I know, you're probably like, why are you asking again? But we have to. It's the YouTube law. But are you subscribed to this channel? Have you put on your notification bell on this? According to our data, most of y'all that watch our videos are not subscribed to our channel. So if you can, please do that. It helps us really put ourselves in the algorithm out there. And also, we're a growing YouTube channel. This is a passion project for Dev and I. And we really love showing our ideas with the rogue decks. This is something that Dev and I are known to do in our local leagues. Particularly me. I actually created a whole entire night around Rogue Knight. So this really helps us and just puts our channel out there in the YouTube algorithm. So if you can, please like and subscribe to our videos. And with all that being said, I think it's time to take this Tank Mega deck onto the ladder and see how it does. So I'll see you all there. Okay, y'all, we're in our first game here with the Tank Mega deck. Our opponent's flipping the coin, so we'll see if we win the coin flip. The beauty of this deck is I don't mind going first or second. And we actually have the option, so we're going to go first because we're stage 1 deck. As long as we can get set up on our second turn, we're pretty much in the driver's seat here. So luckily we have the Dunsparce that kind of saves us. But hopefully we don't get a donk on here, but we are going against Rose's Encouragement. So based on this hand, I'm going to guess we're going against some sort of Dragapult list, but all we have is Rosa's and the Dark Energy to go off of. It could be anything. And we're going to go against Mega Starmie. So, let's see. I know they're not attacking this turn unless they play Salvador. Kind of wish we did. Actually, we do need Shaymin down for this matchup because of Mega Starmie. And this is hard. We don't really have a good start here. I'm just going to hold my hand. I'm going to wait and see what we get with the Hilda, because we can Hilda for the Dunsparce and go runaway draw. And try to go that way. If they don't have anything, we may be able to be safe and go for a Lillie's Determination and kind of get set up. They're going to Badoo us here. So now I'm thinking we definitely need to probably Lillie's Determination. That way we can get a Battle Cage out, we can get our Pokemon out, because we need to see a fresh hand. So they're going to Hilda and get Pokemon for next turn. Yep, so they're getting everything that they need for next turn here. We have the Shaymin, so we at least block damage onto the board. And we'll see what we get off their top deck. Not really much here, so we're going to play Meowth here. Grab a Lillie's Determination. And we're just going to get a fresh hand. Hopefully we get something. Oh man, we get pretty much nothing here. Eek. We know they have everything for next turn, so they can knock this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do Train Places with the Meowth here. That way, kind of force them to try and knock this out. And then we can keep the Dunsparce, because they can't put damage on the Dunsparce because of the Shaymin. Because we know they have everything. They have the energy, they have the Mega Starmie. Surfing Beach, they don't really need it because they have a free retreat on the Badoo here. And then they're only doing 120, so they're not knocking us out, luckily. But yeah, we are very behind here. So they also play the Feraligatr. That's interesting. They kind of took a idea from what we did, because we kind of combined Feraligatr with another Mega as well. I can't remember if it was actually Starmie or if we paired it with Froslass. I actually have to go and check our notes on that. Okay, so we don't really get anything else here. So let's Lillie's Determination again, see if we can get something. Okay, so we get a Buneary. I'll grab another Dunsparce. I'm going to hold off on the Chien-Pao, but I'm going to give them the Meowth. But they didn't really attack us, they're just item locking us. Which hopefully we can get like a Hilda so we can get the runaway Dunsparce in play, so we at least get something going here. But yeah, this is a very slow start on our end. But they're not doing much either, which I'm kind of surprised by. They could at least got 2 prizes. Rescue Ruins. Okay, we have the Chien-Pao to knock that out. Yeah, another Mega Starmie in play. And they're going to boss up the Shaymin. I knew they were going to do that, but I wonder if they're going to knock it out, though. They are. Okay. So we need to try to get our Night Stretcher and get that back into play. And we only play 1 Night Stretcher. We know we have it because we had it in our opening hand before we Lillied it back into the deck. Okay, so we'll promote the Dunsparce here. Okay, we got Poké Pad, so that can help us a little bit here. So we'll Poké Pad up the Dunsparce. I'm pretty sure we have the Night Stretcher. We do, so we only have 1. So this may be a little difficult rest of the game, but we can make this work. So let's Runaway Draw. Okay, we'll promote the other Dunsparce here. We'll Ultra Ball away the Mega, because they're not, I don't think that will be really impactful. And we'll do a boss, and we'll grab a Mega Lopunny here, and hope that we can get a an energy off the Runaway Draw. We don't. Not yet. And let's see. I can't play Judge this turn. Put Air Balloon there. Because they can't one-shot that. They're actually like 3-shotting us. So I'm not in a big rush. We'll play Chien-Pao. We'll discard the Stadium. And we'll play the Dunsparce here. And we'll just judge them. I really just need to get an energy. Okay, we finally get an energy here. And then we'll Buddy Poffin for... We'll go for 2 more Dunsparces. That way we have some draw. And we'll Gale Thrust and see how they can respond to this. They can't retreat and attack this turn, luckily. Unless they get Surfing Beach back into play. And they're doing 50. So they'll probably put that either on the Chien-Pao or on the Meowth. There's really no point of putting it on the Dunsparces because we can just put those cards back into our deck. So we'll see what they do this turn. They play down a Fez. That can mean easy 2 prizes for us if we have to go that direction. So we'll see what they do. Right now, if we go with the Dunsparce EX, we're doing 180. Which could knock this thing out. So that could help us out as well. Yeah, because they have 100 left, now 130 left. So they can probably knock out one of the Dunsparces, but they're not going that direction. Okay. And they're just going to Jetting Blow. Wonder where they're going to put that damage. Okay. Perfect. We get Battle Cage. We'll put the Battle Cage in play. It prevents some of the damage onto the Monkey Dory. So we're only doing 60. They have 130 left on that thing. I'm going to be interesting here. We have these cards in our hand, so let's go ahead and try it out. Might as well. We're doing 180. We can get 3 prizes here. And see what we get. We get ahead in the prize trade. We get Hilda. We have Ultra Balls. We get Hilda for next turn for the runaway draw again. They're not two-shotting this. Well, maybe they're two-shot. Well, they're not two-shotting. They're three-shotting, but they have Monkey Dory, so they can manipulate damage around. So we'll see what they do. But this isn't a bad spot for us now. I thought we were in a very, very poor position in the beginning, but they're not really doing much on the attacking front. And we were able to come back, play the slow game here. Get a Totodile. So they're going to go for like reverse thrust and go for the hit and run aspect, I would think. I wouldn't be surprised if they go Buddy Poffin this turn. Or not, sorry, not Buddy Poffin, wow. Badoo for Itchy Pollen to item lock us, which it will turn off the Ultra Ball, but we have the Hilda, so we have ways out of this. But it looks like they're just going to attack us, which is fine. If we get a Wally, we can heal off the Mega Lopunny here. And they're going to Crispin, so we do know they play multiple types of energy, so they only get 1 out though. Oh no, they get 2, okay. And they're just going to attack us, okay. So they're going for the KO on the Meowth, which is fine. We got Buddy Poffin, can't really do anything with that. We're going to play Hilda here. We'll grab Dunsparce and we'll grab a Water Energy. I don't want to use up my last Mist yet. So let's evolve. Runaway draw, see what else we can get here. We got Wally's Compassion for next turn. I'm actually going to put down the Snorunt. I'm going to attach energy here. And we're just going to hit for 120. I know that'll probably go down to 90 once everything is said and done. But it's just gaining damage onto the board. I know they're going to knock out the Meowth next turn. Don't think they'll knock out the Dunsparce. Actually, they can knock out so they can take 4 prizes this turn, go down to 1, which is fine. Oh, they don't because of Battle Cage. They should have put it on the Dunsparce EX and get 4 prizes. That was probably a misplay on their end. They probably forgot about Battle Cage, but at least they're healing this up. Doing 240. So they are getting Mega Froslass. And if this actually gets knocked out, I could promote the Snorunt to get game, because they'll probably have more than enough in their hand. Right now I'm hitting for 300. I only need to hit for 240. So we'll see what they do. So I hit for 250. Looks like they're just retreating into the Mega Froslass. Okay. Hit for 400. Perfect. Honestly, I think we have game. If I go into the Snorunt here. Because I believe we have another. Or we can just go into the Mega Froslass. I'll take that. So we're hitting for 350. So we can boss for the Mega here. And hit for 350 and get game here. Just playing around with our outs, using all our resources here. And starting with having a very slow start, being able to get the win here with the Tank Mega deck. And honestly, the Dunsparce EX was our MVP in this matchup. We barely even used the Megas. So I'm glad with that we're able to get the first victory of game 1 here. And we'll go on to the ladder and see how the next game will go. So I will see you all there. Okay, y'all, we're in game number 2 here. And I apologize for the intro in game 1. I realized I didn't turn on all my lights in my room here. So looks like we are going to go second, which is fine. Gives us an opportunity to use a supporter if we need to. And we'll start with Dunsparce here. We'll get Buddy Poffin and a Poké Pad. And it looks like we're going against some sort of electric deck. So this is going to be interesting. We don't really see these anymore on really ladder or any matchup. They're not really that powerful. I wonder if this is Mega Dragonite. That will be really cool if we run into that deck as well, but we'll see. So far we don't know what we're going against other than a Dynamo Dunsparce. We don't know what the main attacker is, and it is Mega Dragonite. Okay. Okay. Well, that's their turn, so we'll go and see what we can do here. We'll Buddy Poffin. Do we have Fan Rotom? We do, so we'll Fan Rotom and grab a Snorunt here. And then we'll Fan Call. Grab Buneary. And 2 more Dunsparces. That way we have some options for runaway draw, and we don't really need to do much else. So I'm good with ending my turn here. They don't have energy in the discard, so if they have Dynamo, they can't use it, but they can draw. So they have a draw engine, we have our draw engine, and we'll see how we go. If they keep their hand size large enough, we can use the Mega Froslass to get big KOs here. But they are, I think they're at 370 HP, so they have a pretty tanky, pretty beefy attacker as well. So we'll see what they get. They get the electric. If I were them, I would retreat first, and they're not. Okay. Let's see what else they do this turn. They're going to Poké Pad for another time. Oh, yep, that makes sense. They want to have 2 of those out since we could knock out this electric on the in the active spot here. And that's it. That's all their turn. They're not using Runaway Draw right now. So we're going to evolve. I'm going to go the one on the bench first, just because I want to make sure that we can do something, because I can't really use the Tenacious Tail attack because I have no EX in place. I'm going to do 0 damage. So I'm going to Runaway Draw and just see what pieces we can get here. Okay. So I'll put this here. Try and think our best move. Going to do Battle Cage. We don't really need it for this matchup. I'm just going to Lilies. And if we get our pieces, we should be fine. We don't have the pieces just yet. Okay. We do have another Dunsparce for next turn. Let's Runaway Draw, see what we get. If we had a Water Energy, I would love to promote, but we don't. What's in our discard? Really nothing here. I'm gonna promote the Fan Rotom. I'll evolve to the Mega Froslass here. And the cool thing is I can still attack this turn. I just won't do a knockout. I'll hold off into Air Balloon. I'll have 2 Bunearys ready to go, and we'll just do Assault Landing, do 70 damage. And we'll see what our opponent can do. They can get the Dragonite out in play, but right now they have no Lightning Energy, and I'm not sure if they have seen any yet either. So they get the Dragonair, and then they'll Dragonair for something else, and they'll probably do a couple Runaway Draws just so they can get something going. But they need to get this electric out of the active spot, so they either need to get a switch card or get an Air Balloon. So 370 HP. Oh, they can just get out with the Dragonite ability. I forgot about Sky Transport. But they're not attacking. They need to get some Lightning Energy. Ultra Ball, are they going to discard 2 Lightning? They are. So at least get 1. They can attach for turn. And get that. So they have their attack now. I believe they already used a supporter for turn. Am I correct? Draw guidance. They have not yet. So if they have a boss, they can get rid of one of our attackers here. And they're not going to have a big hand size, so we can't utilize Mega Froslass to its full ability right now. But they're not going to go after that, so that's good. So we'll see what they do here. Oh, they can one-shot all our Pokemon. 330 HP, or 330 damage is very big. So they're thinning out their hand. They know that one of our win cons here is the Mega Froslass, but we do have Hilda in our hand, so we can evolve into the Mega Lopunny and do big damage that way. I'm kind of tempted. Oh, I can't boss at the same time though. Oh, they're being smart with this too. So this is going to be a very difficult matchup for us. Because we can't one-shot that thing, and they can one-shot us back easily. So let's promote the Dunsparce, see what we get off our top deck here. We get another Air Balloon, okay. So, I'm trying to think of the best move here. Honestly, this is going to be a very difficult matchup here. We will Hilda. For Mega Lopunny, I will say. And Mist Energy, I don't think we have energy in hand, yeah. We'll evolve the Mega Lopunny. Do the Mist Energy. Hate putting this on the Dunsparce, but we need to retreat here. And we'll just Gale Thrust. Again, this is going to be a very difficult matchup. We can one-shot all our Pokemon, and they have the Dynamotor set up. They just need evolution guidance for another one of these guys, and then they can just Sky Transfer back and forth, back and forth. So we'll see what we can get into here. Brock Scouting. Interesting that they're doing that instead of Evolution Guidance here. But that also tells me they only have one. That or they just use Brock Scouting just to search through their deck. Yeah, that's what they did. But yeah, I think they're probably going to have this one. We'll give it to them. We'll play this out. But I forgot how good Mega Dragonite is. 330? Man, if you can get this set up, this is like a really good deck. So, we'll bring up the Dunsparce here. 1, 2, they're only doing 120 if we go with the EX route. Yeah, they may have this. I can't really think of a way us getting out of this. So we'll just try to get some prizes at the end of the day. We'll retreat into the Mega Lass. And for 200, we'll get 3 prizes, but they can power up that last Dragonite so easily because they just promote the Dynamo, use the Dynamotors, put the electric energy on there, and then retreat and attack into us. There's no way we can get around this. But they play this very smart. Honestly, this may be another deck to look at. You can hit into Dragapult very easily. And right now, Dragapult is the deck to beat. So if you can find a way to do that consistently, I would consider a deck like this. So, yep, they get the game. But that was fun. That was nice to see Mega Dragonite make an appearance on the ladder again. So we'll take this. We'll be 1-1 in this video, and we'll go into game 3 and see how we do. So I'll see y'all in game number 3. Okay, y'all, we're 1-1 right now in our video, featuring the Tank Mega, or Mega Tank deck, or whatever it's called. I couldn't figure out what it's called, because on Limitless, it's just Lopunny, the Dunsparce, which is not the same deck. To me, they're two different decks. So, we are going to go second. And we'll start off with the Fan Rotom. And we get a mulligan. So, we're going against Cynthia's Garchomp. So, if they have a big hand size, we can overcome the HP. If they don't, we just have to try to outmaneuver them. And we can also heal up so they can't take one shots very easily with us, or two shots. So if they don't get a power rate on this thing, we can knock this out if we're fortunate enough to get a stadium in play. Oh, we also need to get a energy too, so never mind, we may not even be attacking this turn, which is fine. Okay, we get a Mega Lopunny here. So we'll grab Dunsparce and a Snorunt because we can use that to our advantage. We only got one Buneary, so we're going to Fan Call here. We'll just grab our pieces out. Put two of those there. We have two attackers. I'll do three. And we should be good to go. So if they can get a stadium in play and we can get an energy, we can at least start attacking. So they're going to Dragon Call, probably get a Rose Raid, or probably either another Gibble. So they think they can knock us out here. And I think they forget that we're resistant. And I hope we get a Lillie's Determination, because we kind of need that right now. So we'll see what they get. They get a Buddy Poffin, so they're going to get their board set up here. Yeah, and they're relying that we can't one-shot them with the Spiritomb. So we either need to get rid of that, or we need to do one-shots. Interesting that they're not getting another Bite out. Or a Gibble out. Okay. If we're fortunate enough, we could knock this thing out. But we are weak to fighting, so that's going to be interesting for us. I should have just not put that on it, because I could have got a Meowth and Lillie's Determination here, which is fine. Don't want to evolve just yet. I'm going to try and get rid of the EX here, because they're not going to have a lot of that. I'll get rid of one of the Dunsparces. We'll get a regular Dunsparce. And we'll run away draw, see if we can start getting some pieces going here. Okay. Trying to think what we got. Hate doing this, but we kind of need to get a Lillie's Determination. Or do we need Lillie's? Or I could just get Hilda here. Knock out their only Bite. And kind of play the slow game. I'd rather do that. So I'll grab a Mist Energy. And I'll do another Dunsparce. Because we have the Lopunny in play. And we'll see if we can What else? What other pieces we can get here? Okay. We'll grab that. We'll retreat into the Lopunny. Get rid of their main attacker here. And we'll just do that. Kind of slow them down. They didn't get another Gibble out. So it puts us in a little bit of a driver's seat. And we get our other Buneary, so we can do 2 Lopunnys if we want. So Lillie's Determination. They're not hitting us for any damage yet, because it's a 10 times multiplier. So if we can get another energy, we can knock that out. Looks like they're finally going to get a Gibble. And really, if we can get a water energy, I can attack the Spiritomb. Okay. We're hitting for 60. We're not knocking anything out here. I'll use Battle Cage. Don't think it's really going to matter in this matchup. I could use that Miracle Headset to get the Hilda. I may just do that. I know I want to use it for the Wallies, but we kind of need to get going in this matchup here. So we're just gonna go back and forth between our Megas here. Hopefully we can get some other pieces with the runaway draw. Okay, so we got the Lillie's Determination for next turn, so that's good. I'm going to Night Stretcher for the Dunsparce. And then I'm just going to promote the Froslass. And we'll just hit 300 for the Spiritomb, and hopefully they don't have a follow-up. Okay, we got Buddy Poffin for next turn. Get our Dunsparces back out. We got Poké Pad, so we can get the runaway draw. So I think we're in a pretty good spot here. We have a boss in our hand, so if they get a Gibble, we can knock that out. We have the Mega Lopunny ready to go. We have Mega Froslass ready to go, because I think we only need like 3 cards to knock that thing out. Or even just 2. Well, probably 3 if they get the Power Weight. But speaking of which, have they even seen a single Power Weight? They have not. That's interesting. So, one thing I love about playing these rogue decks is that we have an idea what a lot of decks can do. So because I know what Cynthia's Garchomp can do, I know what pieces to go after. So I want to Poké, and they just can see, they saw the writing on the wall. We were able to get a strong presence going and able to finish this video off 2-1 against actually one of the better decks in this format. I know it wasn't really nowhere to be seen in LA Regional, but Cynthia's Garchomp is very powerful, has a lot of HP, more HP than what we have, and they're a 2-prizer. And the fact that we can able to take the pieces little by little, it just says a lot about this deck and just how versatile this Mega deck can be. So I'm glad that we're able to finish this video in a 2-1 way, and just show like how much fun and really how quick these games can be as well. Well, there you go. This is the last video of the Perfect Order series, and all because we're not playing with a lot of Perfect Order cards does not mean the other cards are not good in this format. Honestly, I really like this Mega Lopunny and Mega Froslass deck here. It's really fun. plays off, the two Megas play off each other really well. And even with the Dunsparce EX, having this draw engine, having the EX present itself, having that option to when we go against Slotbox, Raging Bolt, Lillie, Terrabox, any of those like basic heavy decks, that gives us another option as well. I like the Miracle Headset. We only used it once, but it was able to help us get our pieces back. Again, this is definitely a meme A-spec for this deck. I really put that in there to use Wally's Compassion. We didn't really need to heal as often as we typically would need to, but just the versatility, the tankiness, there's so much good going for this deck. I really have a lot of fun with this. I wish I can build this in real life. I just don't have the resources for some of these cards right now, but you guys can go ahead, build these decks. Let us know what you all think about these decks. Put in the comments what you would change up, how you would play this deck. We're always looking for interactions. Again, we all play decks differently. All because we say this is our build of this deck does not mean this is the optimal way of playing it. And honestly, I love playing the unoptimal lists. I kind of want to see how can I make weird, mediocre lists do really well. That's just what I enjoy to do. But I know a lot of people out there want the optimal list, so let us know how you have fixed this to make this better for your play style. Again, please like and subscribe to our YouTube and to our videos. It really helps with our algorithm, and thank you for the support. It means a lot to us. We are growing little by little every single week. I love just the amount of views y'all are getting. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. And with that, let's say goodbye to the perfect order, and then later on this week, the Chaos Rising decks will begin. Please bear with us. We are trying to get our videos up really quickly. We may not be on Friday. If we can, we'll try, but if not, we'll be on the lookout for the Chaos Rising decks. I think we have about over 10 plus decks already ready to go. We just have to wait for it to be on live, so be on the lookout for that. And until next time, y'all, have fun playing those sneaky decks. See you guys.